Welcome back, connoisseurs of Cognac Corner. I'm your biggest fan, Marcus Odesimus Boston, MLB. I want to thank you for listening to the show. I urge you to follow the show on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, plus on Facebook at Cognac Corner. I beg of you to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MOBoston314 and Facebook at Marcus Onesimus Boston. Let me pour you a glass and enjoy the show.
It's so nail on the head because especially when you lose someone.
I read books, girl.
I know you read. You so deep. You so deep.
I'm deeper than fucking.
You 36 chapters deep.
Girl, I'm deeper than the Mariana Trench. Oh, you hear me?
Oh boy,
you hear me?
Frank Kenny ain't got nothing on this shit. I'm telling you, no,
They don't want this smoke.
I mean, I look at it as, my grandmother losing her this year.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the people that I felt like a lot of my why. She's why I moved back to Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
She's what I wanted the time with her.
Mm-hmm.
And not having that pillar of something that's been the support for me my entire life, I'm not going to lie. I felt like I was treading water at a certain point and not sure what the fuck I was doing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that fell and spilled over into everything, which is what caused the question in my relationship, because if it was going in the direction of what I wanted, because I now realize that I didn't have a lot of my whys for living here, that I had originally moved back selflessly. Like, it was probably the only selfless thing I've ever done in my life, was to give up the dream of where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't let go of the dream because I still had my business and I still had myself and I still had the things the qualities that made me who I was at that time. And obviously,
you still had your toolbox.
Yeah. And I brought it here and I made it better and I worked on it and I fine-tuned it. And then when that changed, I realized I don't have to stay here to do that. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be back there, but it could be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then life, as it always does, shows you all these windows.
Yes.
And I'm the last person in the world who doesn't chase opportunity. In fact, I don't chase it. It usually smacks me in the face and I say do or don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a doer. So I started questioning those things like, does this serve where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think the things that I had once thought like I was going to establish and put it back and all right, we're back in the Missouri soil, let's put down some roots again. I think it changed. And so when that happened, it changed a lot of the direction of where I was going, and I had to throw myself back into which way was going to get me what I wanted next and my why.
Yeah.
And when you lose sight of what your why is, or the why changes, whether it's love, whether it's relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's business, whether it's working on yourself, when you lose sight of that, the vulnerability part isn't the problem. It's this emotional uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're afraid, you're sad,
mm-hmm.
because you don't know. The sense of control is completely gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing so good at, like you just said, you got back into control of all these things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, the ebbs and flows of life is that as much as we think we have control, we really never
mm-hmm.
do.
Oh yeah, I have everything. Like, I always try to remain myself humble that I can get in this car and this could be the end. Like, I can hit this light and that could be a wrap up.
But you also remember, hold on to that thought, but don't let it defeat you.
Right, I'm not worried about it, but I'm at peace with that reality, and so it makes me more grateful for every day I get beyond that,
right?
And able to do things and touch people and just keep going forward for long as forward continues.
But I'm gonna circle back to it because you go back to this whole not deserving or ready or experienced in all of these areas.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with any of that. None of this does. None of it does.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way you are going through and picking the path. Nothing's wrong and nothing's right. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the journey. It's just the
mm-hmm.
steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
You will fall smack into everything you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about my life, good and bad. And there's been a shit show of bad. But I keep pressing forward because that good, even if it's a smaller amount of time, has been what makes my life full.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's about finding those good things that I have and just taking them in the toolbox
mm-hmm.
with me and continuing and realizing you cannot depend on this why of everybody else. You have to depend on the why of yourself.
That's it.
And then everything else will start aligning no matter what. No matter what. And don't give up on yourself because, oh, that's that heart back addiction.
I will get so rich I can have a harp in my house. Condo.
I think you should just.
I just don't have a harp player on staff.
I want to see you in a full white tails.
I know you will see me next to the harp and the person playing it with like a nice little blunt, some nice silk pajamas, and some nice bougie Crocs. Just say, play that harp, please.
Your little black bottle.
Little bottle. I'll be pouring me a little drink and some glasses in the house. Could you play that song I like?
He's got his furry little real fur chinchilla slippers. Yes. He's laying on his tiger throw.
For no reason.
What?
Big ass house, no one lives there but me.
You know what? If that's the dream, chase it.
I don't know what the dream is. I don't even know no more. The clearest part of my life is that this podcast keeps going. That's the clearest part of it.
Okay, so that's one definitive. That's all you need.
That's the only thing that really matters.
Your health should be number one.
Absolutely.
But I can't tell anybody what to do on this. For me, people always say, "Oh, and it kind of bothers me." I'm bothered by when people on my stories or on my timelines or whatever are like,
"Get some ice in there."
Yes, please. Thank you, babe.
Ice in there.
Oh, you got it.
There you go.
Got it.
You replenished.
When they notice that my attitude will change and it's not always so positive. Sometimes it's about like building yourself back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
we fall down.
And I'm like, well, I'm human, and I might be a positive influence, but I guess all the people that follow me and like the fact that I post positivity probably are going through a lot of the same shit. And
she's a human being like me. Yeah. Okay.
So that's number one. And number two is I don't necessarily, because I don't like it when people look at me and think, oh man, you got money, so blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, look, I am not going to be showy about anything that I do. And I don't want it to be. That is not what it is.
I don't need y'all to give me my value. I value myself in my own denomination. And bitches.
They're like, well, you should have a house, or you should buy
suck
this,
my dick.
or you should do this. And I'm like, well,
you should suck my dick. How about that?
Well, I ain't got one of those.
How about that?
I'll tell them to kiss my ass all over it.
Bastard.
Asshole.
Yeah,
no, shit.
Go ahead. I love girls like, motherfucker, suck my dick. I'm like, oh, she bowed. I'm like, I love my confidence. She has to really be angry to go for that one. I love her.
You gotta be so mad if you got an imaginary dick you want to suck. See, I'm always like, look, I will come punt you into next Tuesday if you don't watch your shit.
Oh, I love it. I love it when they they crossed that valley.
Yes.
In the glory of I love me, fuck y'all. Ooh, they so attractive. That's what you get at that 40 and over. That's what it's at. They be so.
It's like I said, we don't give a shit anymore.
We don't give a fuck. I'm like, ooh.
You will strip down into your thong panties and your mom and dad.
I love her. I just want to buy her stuff I can't afford. I just want to watch you be great. I just want to watch you be great. Like, oh. I just want to bring some. Oh, I just want to watch her be great. How can I help you be so comfortable that you just do this all the time? What can I do? I'm here to work for you.
I want to work for you.
Oh man, that shit makes me so happy.
Well,
I get so excited.
I mean, ultimately, the big goal is that I don't look at. I think we all have our own drivers, and if money is one of them, that's fine. Mine is not about the nominal and all the shit that I possess. Honest to God, I could stay right where I'm at. My dogs make me like those little knucklehead asshole shits. I mean, they give me more fulfillment than most humans do. Okay, but I look at it as I have everything that I need. I could use a partner. I'm not sure where I go next on that. That's the next journey I got to figure out. My whys might have changed on that again. Because even the ones that, like, you ask the whole list to this universe about, right? Uh-huh. And they still come back and slap you in the face with
some bullshit. And
you and I both know, we're both understanding of this non-perfection thing, and you ain't got... Uh-huh. I'm not trying to change anybody in this world. That is the first thing.
Ain't your motherfucking job.
No. And I ain't got time for it. I ain't got the strength.
I ain't got time. I don't give a damn enough. I don't give a damn enough.
I need motherfuckers to stop trying to change me.
Yeah.
The
motherfuckers they get a stripper and they want to stop stripping. Bitch, you met me popping pussy.
Right.
You met me being a hot girl. I'm being some bitch. I'm not getting. You want Martha Stewart? Go find Martha Stewart.
Right. Well, they like me because I'm an independent businesswoman who does what
I do. Then you mad that she independent? Don't need your punk ass. Right. No, she independent. Yes. She called me because she want to talk to me, not because she feel... So, ooh, hey girl, how you good? Like, so now the first time I know you calling me out of your busy ass day and vice versa.
Right.
I might think about you for a while, but like, I'm gonna talk to you when I have time to talk to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to enjoy us.
Right.
And I might think about you all day, but I'm gonna wait till my day is open. Same.
Right.
So when I call,
right.
I have time, and vice versa. Because you a hustler, and hustlers speak a certain language. You can't speak success to people that only can read failure.
Oh.
Girl, you better get out my face.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear me.
That's a fact.
You don't hear
though.
me.
But it's amazing to me that one guy I went out on dates with was so funny. He's like, I just show people your LinkedIn profile because, well, I think showing that is more important than showing your pictures. And I'm like, that's great and all, but what are you showing off? That I'm good on paper?
I don't mean shit.
Like, talk about who I am as a human. Yeah, like, if you really know me, you'd be like, this bitch, she an asshole.
She ain't shit, first off.
Yeah.
Let's start there and work our way down. We don't go up from here.
Right. Like, literally, like, I will eat my own child. Like, I know what kind of shithead I am. I'm the first one to call myself into the game and be like, I ain't got this one, coach.
I ain't got this one, coach, man. Maybe next week, dog.
Yeah.
Real. Love you,
I'm
bro.
like, have you seen this asshole? I can't go. Nope. You cute. You cute. I'm out.
I see you, all that ass over there.
I'm going to be over here. Yeah, that's all that ass.
Oh, man.
Come here, girl. Let me holler at you. It don't work, bro.
What's the last book you read?
Ooh.
Book? I said, okay, then we done here. I can't even talk to you. I'm like, what? You watch what? When?
Right.
Damn it. I loved you when I didn't know what you thought you were.
Right. I know it.
It's tough up here, man. It's tough. But I have not tried. Like, once, like I say, everything I'm going through, I'm choosing to go through it.
Okay.
Because I'm in transition. I'm in
you
transition.
Putting yourself there, and that's okay, because it will, when you're open to it, it will be known.
Right, it's gonna find me. I'll be out here looking like I'm gonna be out here thirst trapping like for the big boys in the summer. So I'm gonna get my shine.
Well,
you
got to
my
shine,
dribble's
babe.
I just ain't got no jumper.
Well, you got your shine. You just got your gates closed to get to it right now.
It's like boundaries. Me and Cecil did a tour audience with this guy, and he did ayahuasca.
Okay.
So he went to Florida and did the whole thing on the reservation, the whole process. And he was saying like he had addiction problems to alcohol and his ego. So that's what he was going through, was coming to terms and defeating those demons. And we had to report a conversation where I was like, there's a difference between walls and boundaries.
Yes.
Walls, there is no entry point. Boundaries, there's a doorway.
Yeah.
Now, depending on that person, it might be paper mache or it might be fucking a door, but there's at least an entry point.
Yes.
So, so you had troubles with you was building walls around people. I build boundaries that I make the doors hard to find, but they paper mache. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
That's it. It's like it looks like a formidable door. It's bullshit. And there's one every 40 feet. It's just
ting ting ting.
Right.
There it is.
It looks formidable. Oh, that motherfucker. Da, da, da. That's just paper mache.
Yeah.
And whenever she's just, I'm gonna get this. He's talking that shit like, oh, this motherfucker. Ooh, Christ, wanna love you. We'll be great together. That's it.
You big dumb we already know this stuff.
It's all shit. All bark, no teeth.
I wish I could say that I wasn't. For a long time, I was a mean-ass bitch. I'd be like, why are you wasting oxygen between us? I can buy my own fucking drinks. Bye.
Yeah, I'm like, this bitch is nuts.
Yeah.
She gonna figure it out and die slow. One of the two, whichever comes first.
But I was hard to get to. Not because I was like cocky. It wasn't like, oh, you can't fuck with me. It was more like, I don't want to be fucked with. I've been through enough. I'm like, whew, I don't trust your ass. I don't trust his ass. I don't trust the guy behind you.
Fuck you. You ain't shit. You don't do shit. I'm sick of you motherfuckers and this shit. Like you were not healed yet.
No.
Everybody was a threat.
And I don't know that you ever get to fully recover from some of those things, which I'm okay with, because the scars remind me that the pain was real, but it taught me what I want. Yeah,
that's what I said. I have a smooth back. I don't have enough scars. That's also leading to I don't deserve this war veteran, this woman with medals and shit, because I can't even qualify for the army.
It's not true. And that means you're pure. That means you have not been jaded by the shit that can break a man to do the games and the bullshit that some of them put you through. And because they got their own walls and own boundaries and own shit that men are less likely to try to work through. The one thing that I know statistically, and this goes back from years, and the statistics have changed, I'm sure, significantly. But 10 years ago, when I was still back finishing up I was in law school, but I switched it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I know, I worked for divorce attorneys. And statistically, within the first 5 years of a divorce, a man is remarried. Usually redating before.
Yes.
But statistically, it's within year 1 to 5 that they are remarried.
Yep.
Women, poo,
Man.
it's like a dust bowl out there. Doo-doo-doo, wah, wah, wah.
I wish there was a website only divorced women. I bet that motherfucker swiping right all day.
And I'm telling you what, that shows you the difference in men don't feel they need to put a Band-Aid on it and move forward.
Right. Like, fuck, if she don't know some bunch of other will.
Yeah. And for women, they hold on to that shit because it was enough. If it took enough for them, whether it was their choice for a divorce or not, whether they fucked up or they didn't fuck up. Now, there's some skeeter-ass women out there who do all the bullshit. And I ain't got time for you, okay? I ain't got time for you. I don't know where the fuck you come from on our end of the team because you aren't doing us any justices. You're making us look just as bad. And my problem with all of that is that women, we hold on to that because it is, like you said, it is our war wound to sit here and go. And I can tell you from my divorce, I went through this process of, for the longest time, I thought it was me, that there was something wrong with me. I mean, I would have told you anything and everything, but like, I was like, well, he's got to be gay. Well, it's got to be me. There's got to be someone else. And really all it was is me trying to understand why that particular part couldn't work. Why this person and I, who had worked for so many years, all of a sudden just couldn't. And I wore that hard because a lot of things were broken. A lot of the realization, the further and further you get away from it, like they all say, the more toxic you take out, the poison you suck out, the clarity that comes with it. And so it made me really open to, like, I used to be so fucking petty about it too. I'd be like, well, I don't want to play with anybody who does fantasy football because that's just some jackass bullshit. 'Cause that's what my ex-husband did. Like, I mean, these were the kind of bullshit things that I was focused on versus the character. Yeah, the character of who I really want and the moral fiber of what I need. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit anymore. Like we said, I literally look at it as those war wounds are probably what makes me a better person in a relationship, because once you get me to this level of love, I will do anything. My friends, I think the reason why they're so protective, and Sean is also one of them. He's a tough one. He's a tough one because he's hard to let others love me. My best girlfriends are hard to let others love me because they have this idea of what they think I deserve. And so it makes dating very challenging. The last guy, none of my friends liked. Not a one. And that's a shame for him because he's a good human.
Yeah.
And the problem is that you look at it and you think, okay, well, I know what I like. And, you know, it's not for anybody else to determine all of this. It's not for they're not on the inside of it. Same as, like, maybe I don't like some of the husbands you guys married, you know? Like,
right.
For the most part, I think it's just they need to back off because they're so protective. They've seen me get hurt. They've seen me go through it. And, you know, you can't put that. That's another outside influence that women that have those wounds, we got to take our armies back. You know, you got to tell the army, look.
Yeah, you got to get different marching orders.
Yeah, look, here's the deal. We're not on high alert anymore. We ain't got to protect me like I'm going to come out swinging and it's going to destroy me. I'm a big-ass woman now. Like, I can handle my shit, and let me go through it. Let me process it, because that's the only way I'm going to get there.
Let me heal and take my time to go through my level of grief and repair.
And don't sit here and tell me what you like and don't like for me anymore, because all that does is get in my head, and it's still a part of that game. Ooh, what you got?
That's not what I thought that was. I am let down. That is so far.
What did you want?
I was trying to. I need to produce it. I was trying to get to the song I wanted. That is not what I was going for. Maybe it's not on here because I can't find it.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for Tank. Maybe I deserve for you to say, find the other. I was like, that's gonna be perfect. Couldn't find it. Fuck it. I don't know what this song is. I am disappointed and obvious. I was really working for that moment until I got the perfect song for this.
That is hilarious.
I mean,
it was very deep. It was very dark. It went right along with it. But no, I think that's one of the things too, that as a whole, I don't think men do this shit. And stop me if I'm wrong. But I don't feel like y'all sit around and are like,
God damn you two, I'm done. They are ruining my production. Go ahead.
It's all right. YouTube, you sucking it today.
Man.
Your following
fucking
just went
commercial.
down. Instagram's still kicking your ass. The following's still growing.
Yeah. Pictures. I love pictures. The meat market.
But
so what was you saying about men? Go ahead.
no, I don't think that men sit around and tell their guy friends like, oh, yo, bro, I don't think this one's good for you. I think you need to get out.
You know, I think for me and my guys, they were equally level-headed as me. For the most part, I didn't have to. Because the reason we became friends, we had a higher level of agreement. Now, we might have not had the same taste in entertainment on women, but on levels of, like, we can say just a few words and understand.
Yeah.
That's what I love with Cecil and Byron, all my guy friends. I can say just a few words, or he can just say, this girl, 1, 2, 3, I don't need no more. I got it. Or I can just say, dog, you say, yeah. That's it. I love that. I don't have to go through explaining what this moment is. Right. We have moments and we can move forward. So I've never had to, the closest one that was like that was me, because I was wilding. Because I thought I wrote this woman out on paper and met her. And it was a good run. She was old. I had all the things I wrote down. I said, this is crazy. But it just didn't pan out. Then even when it came back recently, I realized she's still where I left her at.
Right.
Even though everything I loved then, she still does now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
What I loved then, you still doing now.
Right.
What can I do? I can't. You in a position where you need to be saved. I can't save you because I'm barely saving myself. But I have some amazing prospects on the way. But like, I don't even know. Like, this motherfucking house ain't even clean. Like, this is, you got time. Like, you know what? And I can't, because I know if I start trying to, elevate you, I mean, I'm not working on something else.
Right.
I can't be available for something else to happen.
Right.
Because I'm out of the range. Like, damn. And when I saw, I was like, oh, look at her. She's looking like she did when I left her. And no, it does like the last. Yeah, that's the problem.
That is the problem. That is the problem. It's a shame. It is a shame when you see it like that. And I think it's funny we talked about writing out that list of the universe. Homie, I'm going to tell you what, I don't know. I need to really be direct with what the fuck I come out with.
You got to be concise.
Well, I need to make sure that, like, if I say it,
you got to believe in your prayers.
I mean, it's not even that. I'm due because I'm telling you, I met the people on paper, okay? I met what I wrote out. I was like, I need to be more specific in my askings, I think, because I think that I'm asking for these great qualities, and I'm telling you what, I've gotten to a certain level of that, but I also maybe need to say what I don't want.
I'm going to tell you the truth. It's hard. It's going to be hard for you because men aren't built that well made. Men aren't that well built.
Tells me this.
They're not.
I know.
And then the ones that are built you want on paper don't look they ain't the package you want.
I'm willing to drop the package. The Thor thing.
You won't have to let that shit go. I said that shit back before I knew what I was talking about. I was like, hey, y'all gonna have to get out. Y'all gonna have to remove yourself from being attracted to men like celebrities, or some shit like. You have to look. You can't. The guy that in the package you want ain't the person you need to be.
Exactly.
It's hard to be. It's just hard.
Right.
It's hard to be because the world rewards the outer beauty more than the inner beauty. So if a person has it, why do I have to grow something? It don't mean shit.
Right.
I can be an ass. You know why? I got this whatever. I got this whatever. Why do I have to develop the other thing when you don't have them skills?
Right.
You don't have that. You have to develop other things.
Right.
It's just what it is. But those that don't understand, they're like, "Cool, I can't do that unless I'm willing to put the work in." But those people that go from big to small, whatever, they're better. It's like they have a better respect for this motherfucker. Those are the perfect people. They go from a physical, out of the loop to where they get to the size or the health they want to be. Because you can't lose personality.
No,
either you got it or you don't.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And those people usually get snapped up quick because they have the big P personality, but they have the wanted body,
right?
And they have the health thing figured out because they have a lifestyle now. They don't stay single very long.
I feel like I beg to differ with that, but
but in this environment too, like location means so much. Like
another reason why I feel like the pond that I'm playing in, I can't. Even recently with being the new single, everybody knows of us and is either friends with him or knew
Mhm.
about us. And
Yeah.
so now that we're even older, it's even harder. Like when we
It's
had
the
first,
level up, yeah. Because I really this year, to get to the recap of this year, like I've lost a lot of good people for great reasons,
same.
and I get it. That was their goal from Jump Street. Like I figured out that was their goal when we started kicking it 5-6 years ago on an intimate level. Your goal was to leave me.
Right.
I knew it was coming, so I knew what I signed up for. Well, even signing up for it because you're not gonna be that long.
Right.
And I'm happy that you found the person that I'm happy you're with. Like that.
Right.
That's the fit. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And now I'm off to do the next part. That's just how it's always been with my female friends, and I'm happy for them. Like, damn, it's just hard as you get up and like it's just hard to find a. I'm still fluid. You know, so I'm still
Right.
just water. Most people they're frozen into these
Right.
lifestyles or whatever. I can be anything I want to be, and it's just hard to. You know, I'm at the point where I'm looking for reasons to leave, not to stay, because I'm not with the shits. I got shit to do.
Right.
But I've always known my value. But that's like, you want to elevate from your parents.
Well, and the thing is, and that's a great point. One of the things that I recap in the year is I recognize a lot of my friends, what they wanted was to get married and settle down and have this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
In my vocabulary, that is an okay lifestyle. I don't settle for okay. I support them. I'm happy for them. I love
Gotta give
watching
up good
them.
to be great.
I'm built for something more.
Yep.
I'm built strong. I'm built tough. Been through fucking hell 1,000,000 times over. I will go there anytime you ask me to. You know, you look at those war movies.
I have a timeshare there. We're going back to visit.
I know.
I have a beautiful beach house.
I'm bringing investors with me next time, okay? And there's a special place for some other people there while I'm in it. But I'm telling you, I get more out of life for myself. And people look at me like, oh, you got to... That's because I'm not okay with okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy for those who are okay with okay. And not because I think it's mediocre or because it's settling. I don't think that. I don't want to put that terminology out there. I think that's the life you chose and I'm happy for you. That's what you were built for. That's what you wanted and you got it. I wanted this hard shit. I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
I thrive off of it. I fucking love it. I love getting fucked up by life and giving it right back. And that
you enjoy the level up.
You know,
it takes courage.
And this year has been a level up challenge for sure. I've lost some good people, friends.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost some people that I love and cared about that I'll never be able to get back. I wish I had final words that I got to say to them over and over again.
Mm-hmm. That's part of life.
But the thing that I take with it is that I'm doing everything this time in the direction of up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not afraid. I got some big challenges for 2020 ahead, and I'm so fucking excited. Mm-hmm. I'm so ready. Mm-hmm. I'm not I'm terrified of it, but I'm fucking doing it. I'm like, okay, let's go. Pour me a cold one, and I'm on the way.
We here now. We're going forward.
Don't try to play the damn YouTube. You just sing it.
Yeah, that's usually pretty solid. I don't know what the hell happened to. Maybe it was the drugs. I don't know.
It was the drugs. Leave the drugs out of it. I love it. All right, so what's some good concrete questions before we roll this up?
Okay. Shit, so that was 2020. I don't know. Like I said, the Sean shit was great. Yeah. Your points are great. You know, what are you any announcements you want to drop on us for? We're gonna read 2 emails after you drop this bomb.
Okay. Well, the bomb that I think we all know I'm moving towards is I'm going back to Cali. Cali. It's official. I'm stoked. I cannot wait to get my fucking self back to a place where I was. Mm-hmm. I'm going back stronger and better.
I should give you the drum roll.
Ooh,
I fucked that up. If I was a better producer, I'd have been ready.
It's the drugs. I'm just kidding. I'm excited though. I'm gonna obviously keep I have a newfound appreciation for being back in St. Louis again. Mm-hmm. My heart is definitely here. Don't get me wrong. I really value, and when I left the last time, I didn't. I was ready to tell this town to kick rocks. Mm-hmm. And I have a entirely different respect for the people that love me, support me here, and anchor me here. Mm-hmm. But God, I'm so excited to be able to really take this lift off and this level of my life.
I got a rocket in here. I got a rocket here somewhere.
Afternoon delight.
Girl, after like, I can't wait to be nasty. I can't wait to get to my nasty part of my life. Because, man, it looks so great. I envy people that just live in they nasty and just okay with it. I say that's a level of peace I have never to achieve. I haven't leveled up there, but it looks so glorious.
I love it. But yeah, I mean, that's the big announcements for me. We're growing, we're changing, we're evolving, we're honing in on everything that's important for business, myself, and I got a whole new bag of tricks for 2020. Look out.
Got a whole bag of tricks for you bitches. Got a whole big bag of tricks for you sons of bitches. Those bitches got a whole bag of fucking tricks.
We ready, folks. We ready. Look out. Look out.
That is great. I think for on this side of the table, look forward to so much dope shit from us. Like working on trying to build a network. We're working on.
I love it.
Just trying to really, make home something to be appreciative for. Man, all I ever want to do is people. I was slang dope.
Yeah.
Diversity, optimism, positivity, and empowerment. That's it.
And you do it. You're doing it. Look at how fast your following is growing. Man, my hat's off to you for 2019. You have look how far you've gotten in just such a small amount of time. We said baby steps get you forward. Honey, you just came in and said, fuck it, I'm going to do the long jump. And you did it. And you're doing it. And I can't wait to see what you're doing in 2020.
Oh, my God.
The next 10 is the big one for you. I can't wait to come back and chime in and hear the new perspectives.
Welcome. They pick you up in the race. They get you. Okay, come on to the studio. So this is our multi-million.
Yes. Again, in his silk pajamas. Okay.
Was the private jet okay? We're just a smooth travel. You good? You got all your luggage? I didn't know what you had, so I just had him see some Louis Vuitton luggage. Just pack it. You can keep it. Not a big deal. So come on in.
You handing out Louis Vuitton luggage. Okay. All right. I want to be a contract signed guest as a regular spot on here. Then.
Remember, this is H2's week, bitch. You better recognize what it is. Oh,
she's in the building.
So about the cognac corner, it's motherfucking.
We be in a cognac bottle, like that's what it'll be. It'll be like, oh, we just built it like the bottle. I have my own
cognac line by then, so this is cognac. This is Marcus Boston cognac.
He's gonna be the Brett Hall.
I bought France, and so I named it all cognac. It's black excellence in itself.
It's gonna be the Brett Hall cognac. You heard it.
But yeah, like we got so much dope shit. Like hope at the website up, I'm gonna get some merchandising connected, and really just.
I love it.
Have fun, man. Like the money's gonna come. It's coming way sooner than sometimes I realize with me, like I got so used to doing a lot with nothing that I'm afraid to have the resources to do anything.
No, don't ever
to be paralyzed by it. I think I'm gonna get through it, and I'll because I think I've prepared myself enough for it.
Yeah.
So once I get, all I see is that just releasing more of my creativity because I'm not worrying about money.
Yeah.
I know everything needs to be paid is paid, and I can really lean 100% in being creative and executing a vision and not worrying about what it costs unless it's something nuts, but like just get comfortable in that peace. When your shit paid right and everybody's paid up, anybody you don't worry about numbers you don't know calling your phone because it could be anybody. He's hello, how you doing? Okay, it's a deal, not a fucking we're missing payment. Oh shit, I'm in a tunnel. You can be more creative, and like I look forward to that level of peace and just being around people, like and teaching, and just like being a calm voice in a burning room. Like it's gonna be okay. Relax.
Trust me, it will come.
Breathe. Love you some you.
It won't make or break anything about it. That's all I know.
No. Okay, we can read these two emails. You
ready?
Okay,
I'm ready.
Okay. Dear Boston, I've been with my baby mama for 8 years. Last year, she was talking to a guy. She said she cut him off, and then we had our second child. A month ago, I found out she was talking to him again from a year ago. Ooh. They ended up having sex with him.
Ooh.
Then she found out she was a side chick and was devastated. I asked her what was going on, and she came clean. I love my wife and kids, but she really misses him and love him. Am I kidding myself? What do I do? Keith.
That is heavy. Ooh, okay. All right, I gotta think about this one. Okay, so
That's a complex math problem there.
8 years together.
Yep.
A year affair, basically, and
Mhm.
finds out she's the side chick.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
She sounds stupid.
It's a lot. That is.
I mean, I don't disrespect your wife. You love her. That is good of you. You got a bigger heart than most, because that is obviously your outlook is for your child and maintaining your family whole. I wonder at what point of self-preservation you hold with that, because the trust is obviously broken. And trust is a big deal. Now, do I think people can repair this? Yes. But knowing just the exact words that she still loves and misses him.
She was upset when she found out. She thought she had her husband, and that the guy she was messing with was the side guy. She was
got
happy
cake and eat
that
it
she
too.
thought that he was only fucking her
Look.
and not. And she.
First off, you already got one, you greedy bitch. Second, look, you're making a bad name for all of us. No, honestly, I mean, my heart goes out to this Keith, because that's really an odd, tough spot to be in. It's very rare that I've ever heard a woman upset that she was the side chick in her affair. But
she was the side chick in her affair. Just that she was the side chick in her affair.
That's right. We need a bomb on that one. I mean,
I was the side chick in my affair.
I mean, here's the thing. I think she and you should definitely get some counseling. Her more than you. You maybe get your head checked for staying with her, but I understand the love and commitment, and I appreciate and respect you for doing that. But man, it sounds like maybe the way you can love her best right now is to get her some help to understand why she feels any of the emotion she does with that, instead of connecting to where she had it built with you and her child and the family that you guys have created. Because that's sad for me. And I hate to do that, because I don't, that your story is tough. That's a heavy one, man.
People, man, I am so glad. I'm glad I didn't have sex till I was 21.
I mean,
I'm happy, because everybody that has sex in their teens are parents, co-parenting, baby mama, all that kind of shit. I'm so glad I didn't get involved in that neck, because I'll have some kind of mental capacity to understand. I had control of my emotions.
The thing is even having control or uncontrol your emotions.
That shit is heavy.
That is heavy for me. That I think my fear for you is that she's gonna try to replace that over and over again, and knowing that she got away with it like she did, and knowing that she's got some sort of weird drive for attention, to be somebody's something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I mean, maybe that is a point where you both got to sit down, and if you want to make this work, if you're really truly in this for the long haul with her, and you want to make sure that it stays with her, you guys got to do some serious work with a talk and a mediator to understand what's making her need to reach so far out of that, or did she just grow into this and you can't fix it? Because if you can't, honey, you're going to experience this heartache over and over again, and honestly, there's going to be a point that it breaks you, and then it's going to break more than just you, and that's going to be your family. So, my hat's off to the best of luck on that one.
Heather gave you very queen advice. She gave you great things to think about. My opinion is I can't sleep in the same bed with you. And what makes your day bad is that you found out you was a side chick to somebody that you had sex with. No, that's cool. But like, for the sake of my children, I definitely want to find a way to co-parent with you.
Right.
And get you to help to figure out how to be a better you for your next person. Because we can't be together no more.
Right. Well, but he's not, from what I'm taking from that, he's not trying to be outside of this. He still wants to be committed.
He's trying to figure out if he want to stay or go. In my opinion, you have to go.
Yeah. I mean, my honest knee-jerk reaction would be, for the preservation of each other, like, I will be here and help you no matter what that takes. But I would have been out. I would
definitely help you, but I'm not going to help you as a couple. I'll help you as a human being and my kid's mom.
First level of that, and then have the nerve to come back and say, "Oh, she's upset she ain't number one."
I am a side chick in my affair.
I mean, we got to coin that somewhere. I don't even know.
That's a T-shirt. That's going to be, when I make these T-shirts, I'm going to make sure this episode definitely say, Heather said, you are a side chick in your own affair. That episode, whatever this number is, and whatever I title it, will be on the back of a T-shirt.
I'm telling you, my heart goes out to you, Keith. I think you need to love yourself enough to know that this isn't healthy for you, and that she needs help like Marcus said, I mean, my knee-jerk reaction would have been immediately to figure out how to make the relationship for my children okay, but take myself out of the one that you're in with her. But if you're in it to win it and that's what you want, then you got to figure out what is causing this. And she's got to be a willing participant in that. And if she ain't, then you have done and offered all the options at hand to be able to be good. And it sounds like you are good. Now, we don't know your story. There could be some gray shit.
Right,
you
could be
ain't
some
telling
shit
us
on
too.
your side. Right.
But we don't know those facts, but you do.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's not promising of a long-term commitment. You can work it out. All things
Trust is
can be
fragile.
Yeah. All things can be repaired in time, but it's going to take that if you decide to stay.
Trust is fragile, but yeah, I would say find a way to become a parent and help her get some help for the sake of the child. So the better human being she is and has understanding what she's going through, the better mom she can be.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't be together. I don't trust you around a baby goat. I'm just okay.
Baby goat.
But yeah, and Keith, keep listening to Cognac Corner, and
yeah, thanks for listening.
send us a follow up. Dear motherfucking Boston.
Ooh, motherfucking
I have 2 loves in my life.
Ooh,
One, I have been married since '96 and 4 kids. We have the usual cheat in the past and have authority issues, which he has authority issues which keeps him from keeping a job. Separated twice in the past, once for a year and the other for 3 years. So it's been rocky, but I get back together. During our last breakup, my teenage love came back into my life. It's a whole love affair, but my husband has made a whole 180. I feel guilty because he's trying to do better, trying to be a good man. I told my ex with 2 kids and wife, but he wants a double life. So I guess the teenage love wants to do a double life situation because he has 2 kids and a wife.
So they both married.
Yeah.
Okay.
My heart is in 2 places. What should I do?
Who the hell is listening to this?
Everybody.
Y'all some shady ass fucks. Stop being side chicks in your own goddamn relationships. Get the fuck out. Get out. Get out with this shit. There ain't enough alcohol in this room for me on this one. Okay. First off, you fucking sound ridiculous. Because Marcus couldn't even get through that email without it sounding like a fucking oxymoron from the start. Second, I don't care who you are, you cannot love more than one person at a time. You're fucking lying.
Her name was Julie.
Julie, you're lying to yourself. You cannot fucking love more than one person at a time, or it's not love, it's lust. And you keep holding on to this hope that the original one who must have been taking care of your fucking broke ass is going to put you back on the pedestal, and then you're trying to find comfort in the other. You're living in the past on both accounts. Get the fuck yourself some help. Learn what love is. Take care of yourself. Take care of your children. And stop being in bad circles and bad relationships. Own your own respect and be a goddamn queen. Don't be somebody's piece of garbage that you go back and forth between. Fuck that. Sorry, that one pissed me off. I'm sorry. You can't with that one. Julie. Every time I meet a Julie, I'm gonna be like, look here.
Love yourself, bitch.
Ooh, all right, I'm not gonna say any. I said my piece. I got off the pedestal. It's your turn, Marcus. What do you even fucking say to that as a man?
You need to leave your husband alone because I have a concern with this lack of authority issue to keep him keeping a job. Sir, you have 4 kids. You have to. He needs help to figure out why he has authority issues. Is in the way it's impeding him retaining a job because clearly the old boyfriend couldn't even come into the marriage if the husband was making her happy. Women cheat for emotional reasons. Men cheat for ego.
Look, this one doesn't even sound emotional. This one just sounds like she wants the golden goose on both sides. And I'm sorry, you coming at this all like, let's treat the solution. No, the problem is this one that wrote the email. The problem is at the root of the cause right here. I don't care if there's been in the past the traditional cheats. Get the fuck out of here. If there's traditional cheating, then why the fuck are you married in the first place? Second, I'm sorry, Marcus. I'm upset about this. I'm upset.
Y'all done got hell out. Her character, y'all done fucked her up. No county. This double H is H squared right here from North County.
Yeah, this is H squared's in the building right now.
H squared's in the building from North County. She giving y'all all the smokes. Y'all done pissed her off with this bullshit.
No, this is bullshit. I'm sorry, but this is exactly why a good woman like me gets upset, because I get fucked over in relationships, and this is the exact kind of shit that I hear from. I have married friends that want to do some fucked up shady shit, and it pisses me off because I look at their situation and I envy what they have. And so for me to hear someone who has a family and a life where you could have been throwing yourself into figuring out, honestly, the authority issues and getting your husband help back in the day initially, instead you stepped outside that marriage on several occasions, and then your high school love comes back. You ain't in love with two people. You aren't even in love with yourself. You need to get some self-respect. You need to love yourself. You need to love your children, and you need to do better.
Oh, no, she is from North County because she gave you all the smoke.
Sorry. No,
she is chopped down that whole house. I'm not gonna try to follow that up. You know what? I'm gonna leave that. That is the final word on that one, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry. I came in hot. Look, Julie, I don't know you personally. You could be a great woman
bitch,
through the
community.
Fired,
whoever you is.
Yeah, but that in this regard, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey, that's your situation, but you need to find a better way and get out of it. All of it.
We want to thank Heather Hellmann for coming back to Cognac Corner. We will have her on again before she leaves us.
I appreciate you. I love you.
And then when we get our bread up, we're going to fly out there and do it again on location.
Yes. Do it by the ocean.
Do it by the ocean. And the Hoshin. Not the ocean.
The Hoshin.
But the Hoshin. When I show up, it's going to be the Hoshin. We're going to do that. That's our 2021 goal. We're going to do it by the Hoshin in 21. We're going to go out there, put that on my goal book. Thank Heather again.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me be on here. Thank you for letting me get so heated, opinionated.
Give it goddamn fucking.
Oh, I love you. What a year, my friend. What a year. Can't wait. What a year.
Oh, 2020 gonna be great.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be great. There's gonna be some L's in there, guys. Don't think it's gonna be just sweet the whole time. But hopefully 19 showed you how to count those L's and those lessons. Were only lessons, they weren't losses, and hopefully gave you gratitude for those wins.
Yeah, I think so.
And if you learned those lessons in 19, you have a great 2020.
God bless to all of you. I hope so. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to close this out with this quote. Then I'm going to close this out how I close this out. Love can be the road to happiness, but most times happiness leads you only to the doorsteps of love, because only the happy people can really be in love.
Oh.
People in the back. Once again, love can be the road to happiness. On the road to happiness. Love is going to lead you to happiness. But most times only gets you there. Love gets you there only to the doorstep of love. Become only happy people can really be in love. And I am Marcus Boston. This is Cognac Corner. Love yourself. Love each other. And love is all we got.
Marcus, hey, how you doing, lady?